Coming up onto Easter weekend at Still River, and it's more like Thanksgiving weekend. The warm-up has just barely started, and but it's starting. Anyway, the Easter weekend started out at the mall. The Easter Bunny was out sitting in his Easter area, which is kind of weird how it's like a little stone kind of patio, barbecue patio that they're advertising, and they have like characters from Alice in Wonderland around these statues, and I don't know how that is being associated with Easter nowadays. Anyway, the Easter Bunny was there, and so I was getting my latte, and the kids were coming up and sitting on his lap and getting their picture taken, and little babies crying. And this one little kid, he must have been about 5 or so, and he had on a Bulls cap and a Bulls jogging outfit, and he had dyed hair braid and sunglasses, not unlike these. And he came sauntering over, and it was his turn. He came and he stood up and sat next to on the Easter Bunny's leg, or leaned against it, really. And the Easter Bunny's looking at him, and they take a picture, and he gives this big photo op smile. And he goes, "Yo, ain't you going to ask me what kind of present I want for Easter?" And the Easter Bunny says, "No." He says, "And yo, don't you lay Easter eggs either?" The Easter Bunny goes, "No." And he looks at him and he goes, "Man, that's some messed up shit." And that was that. So I walked down and I went to the JCP, and I went to the what I would call the schizo checkout, because I bought some pillows, and I'm standing there. I'm the only person there at the checkout, and I walk up, and the guy turns around and he goes, "The line forms over there." So I looked at him, and I went over to where he pointed, and what I did was I started moving my way up, saying, "Excuse me, thank you, excuse me, thank you, excuse me." And I got up to him, and I said, "Hey, the other folks let me ahead because I told them I was overparked." So that was that. Anyway, interesting story I saw. They found some ancient scrolls recently in Israel, and one of them turns out looks like it's apparently a Hebrew University yearbook from the year 22, and it had stuff about Jesus, the missing years, the college years, and there were writings inscribed in the yearbook talking about him, and it started off saying, "Oh, what a great guy." Somebody wrote, "This dude's gonna be a king of Israel one of these days." And there was some more writings. One was kind of funny. He said, "Dude, awesome, wild frat dorm parties, and we were never out of wine and loaves and fishes." And another one said, mentioned that he was president of the Scripture Debate Club, which went undefeated. And he also, him and his friend Simon Peter, who they called the Fisherman, they started the first collegiate water walking team, and they also went undefeated. There was descriptions of him. They said he was often got his butt kicked a lot because he went out and he tried to stop fights at the campus usual sports events, and they said he was the valedictorian of the class, and they said he was remembered for saying, "Go out and change the world, especially the Romans, the Hebrews, and the Republicans." So that was the scripture the scrolls found in Israel. And Easter weekend's coming upon us, and the hams are getting ready at the store, and the kids are out, and I think I'm going to go home and color some Easter eggs.